Elliot Friedman wrote a very cool story for Sportsnet.ca outlining how Auston Matthews and Connor McDavid are practicing together, training together, getting ready for the upcoming season in Arizona. The third protagonist in that story is none other than 14-year NHL veteran Peter Budaj, who joins us right now from Arizona. Peter, you got called into this situation as Shane Doan reached out to you and said, hey, we want you to come skate, come out of retirement, and skate with Connor McDavid and Auston Matthews. What's that been like for you?
It's great. I feel very privileged to be able to skate with those guys. Those are, two best players in the game. And I think to have an opportunity after I, retire to get a chance to go back on the ice as a goalie, because I haven't skated in a goalie gear for I would say 13 months before that. So it was a little bit interesting to go in, and the first practice was a little bit tight. I think the body was a little sore, but have those guys shoot at you is just a privilege. So I jumped on it, and I wanted to skate with them because it's so much fun for me to do that.
So no hesitation at all. 13 months away without goalie gear, and you said, sure, I'll strap it on with two of the best in the game.
Absolutely, no hesitation at all. My wife was even thinking, is like, what are you doing? You're gonna get hurt, man. You didn't play for 13 months. I'm like, I should be all right. So it was it's pretty fun, but you jump in there, and after one or two practices, it kind of feels like the same thing. It's like getting on an old bike. It's the same thing. You get used to it, and it's just amazing to see those two skate, and the way they practice, the way they do stuff. It's just amazing for me. So it's good.
Yeah, you talk about how amazing they are in practice. I mean, you've played with superstars. You played with the Sakic and the Doughty, Kopitar, Stamkos, Kucherov. How do these two compare when you think about their training regimen that you're seeing on the ice?
I mean, they're professionals. I think they're, even though, I'm going to call them young kids, no offense to them, I'm way older than them, but they're so mature in their professionalism, the way they take the game. The game's not starting for another 2 months. They're working really hard. Their effort on the ice when they do, this is a practice just to get ready, but they back check hard. They do stops and starts. They take every drill full speed. You see how they they want to get better. They want to use every moment on the ice to improve their game, to stay on top. It's not just, yeah, great, I'm on top, I'm just going to, relax because, I am the, McDavid or Auston Matthews. No, they go hard, they battle hard, they battle each other hard. And that's so great to see. I enjoy watching that because, even though I'm in net, I enjoy watching how hard they work because they push everybody else around, who's on the ice with them or, who hears it. They push them to work harder. It's very important, and I think it is super important to do that because if you don't do that, then you're never going to stay on top.
Yeah, listen. You outlined, or Elliot outlined in the story, a 2-on-0, and it was Matthews and McDavid coming in on you, and Matthews rang one off your mask. Walk us through that in the aftermath. What was that like?
Oh no, aftermath was pretty. Nobody got hurt or anything like that. But goalies are there. We're gonna get hit in the head. So, and I know Austin tried to score, and he's a scorer. He's got a great shot. So it was a little bit of dinger. A little bit of ringing ears stuff. But it's all good. He felt really bad for it. He came and apologized. And I told him, it's okay. I know you tried to score. It's no big deal. I always try not to get upset about the headshots. Sometimes it happens, and that's why we're goalies. That's why we have good gear, and that's what he wanted to do. He got a great pass from like Connor, and he just one time, because that's his bread and butter. He loves to do that. And, you've seen him score. We all seen him score many goals from that one time position on the left side of the goalie, and it was just I'm just enjoying myself. So even though I got a hit in the head, it's not a big deal. I just glad that I am out there with him.
Who does Matthew's shot remind you of?
It's extremely quick. Like, he's got a very quick release. He doesn't bring it back and let the goalies get set. He's stick handling, and then the shot comes out super quick, so the goalie doesn't have the chance to get ready and get set. And I think that's very important for players, especially for scorers like he is. He's a goal scorer, so that's what he needs to do because the goalies are really good in NHL, and if you let them get set, you have to really beat them with a great shot. But with his release, he's got such a quick release, and it comes out of nowhere. You think he's stick handling, and and he just releasing it so hard. So it's you have to be always ready. He keeps the goalie really tense and really on the toes, because he has to be ready for anything. It doesn't even look like he can shoot. The puck is kind of underneath his skates, and you think, oh, he might not be able to shoot, but he's able to release it from like the bad position, like it's it's amazing. So it's really cool to see that. It's really hard.
Peter, do you get a sense there's a friendly rivalry with Connor and Auston?
I would say I don't know. I don't see it. They're like buddies and everything else. But when they go on the ice, they work hard. They are competitors. That's why they play the sports of hockey. They want to be the guy. And when you have such great guys on the ice, it pushes you, as I said before, to play better. And I assume that there is some kind of a rivalry, because I would assume that if I'm in their position, I would want to be the guy. So it's I think there's mutual respect towards the skill that the both guys have, towards each other. They respect what they bring to the game, but there's always going to be rivalries in between the guys like that, because you want to be the guy. You want to be the number one guy, and that's the whole reason why you play hockey and why you be in sports in general. You want to be the main guy. So I think there's a lot of respect between them. They respect each other because they're both amazing players. I just think that there's definitely a little rivalry too, which is healthy and which is great for the game.
Well, Peter, you're a brave man, out of retirement, at least temporarily, and into the inferno with Connor McDavid and Auston Matthews. Enjoy your time. I know you're off to the rink to get back on the ice with those guys again. Have some fun, and thanks for your time here on Sportsnet.ca.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.